Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have a new video. What we're going to be doing is an oil change on my 2001 Camry. So this oil change video will apply to all Camrys, all V6 Camrys from 1997 to 2001 for this body style, but there's also the same V6 in the previous generation, so it'll work for that as well. Okay, so the first step is you're going to want to go ahead and pop the hood and then open it. This one has struts, which is kind of nice. And then we're going to go ahead and remove the oil cap so there's no weird gurgling when we empty the oil. Right down here you have the oil filter, but we are going to completely, because the oil filter is kind of pointed downward, we're actually going to completely drain the oil first and then take it off so we don't spill a bunch of oil everywhere. So next step is we're going to lift the car and put some jack stands under the jack points. So if you follow me around to these this side, like all Camrys, they have just a pinch weld. You put the jack on. Right there. Go ahead and put the jack stand over here. We'll put the safety pin in this way, and then we're going to slowly lower it onto the jack stand, like that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and duplicate this on the other side, and then we'll get underneath the vehicle. Alright, now that we have the oil cap off and the car jacked up in the air, we're going to go ahead and go underneath the vehicle. You're going to need an oil pan, which we already have under there, and a 14mm wrench or socket with ratchet. So we're going to go ahead and get underneath the car. Right back here you have the oil pan, and on the back of it is the oil plug. So we're going to go ahead and line up the pan. It's going to be at 14. And then it's just going to go that. Take off the old gasket, pull this forward just so it's kind of better aligned, and we're just gonna let that drain. So we'll come back when it's done draining and install the plug with the new gasket. All right, so now the oil has sufficiently drained, so we're gonna go ahead and reinstall the plug. We went ahead and installed a new oil filter gasket, or oil plug gasket. This is pretty similar to the stock Toyota ones. It's a kind of like a rubber and metal one. I didn't have a chance to grab one from work. We're going to go ahead and use some brake clean to kind of help clean the surface, like when we put the plug back in, just make sure everything's nice and tidy. And then that 14 again. Now, usually at work we would torque all the Toyota drain plugs to 30 foot-pounds. I believe the spec is 25 Newton meters, but that's really low. They are steel pans, so you can get them pretty tight without stripping the threads. Just go pretty snug without really reefing on it. So we're gonna go back underneath the car. Put that plug back in like this. Put it most of the way back in. Use a little brake clean. Clean the surface, and we'll go the rest of the way in. We're gonna go ahead and torque it down to spec. All right, click. That one's tight. And then we're gonna go ahead and wipe that off. Or it's fine. I don't care. This is my car. I don't care. So we're gonna go ahead and actually move this forward a little bit, because now we're gonna do the oil filter. So we're going to go back up top and replace the oil filter. Okay, so now we're up top again. We have the little catch can kind of directly underneath where the oil filter is. And the oil filter on these cars is directly underneath the front manifold, or exhaust manifold. So you're going to want to be very careful, or you will burn yourself. What we're going to be replacing it with is a V6 51348 filter. This the big, you know, canister. This is unlubed, so you're gonna want to have to lube the ring with a little bit of oil. If you get a Toyota factory filter, it'll be a D1. Those are pre-lubed. I just didn't have enough time to grab one from work. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this upper oil filter. It will spill quite a bit. Alrighty, yeah, so as you can see, this is a D1, YZZ D1 Toyota filter. If they're out of D1s, they also can use G2, which are a much older style filter. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wipe down the mating surface, just so we don't have any debris get caught in the gasket. And now we can reinstall the new oil filter. And for everybody online saying, please, you know, please pre-fill your filters or whatever, like, this filter is on the car like this. The oil's just going to pour out. And there's a lot of people, there's someone that commented on one of our old videos saying, if you fill it, it won't pour back out because blah, blah, blah. No. This is the inlet, and this is the inlet or outlet, and then this is, like, they are separate, but it's just going to spill right back out. So, you know, if the filter is upside down, pre-fill it, but this one's, you know, mounted like sideways like this. It's just going to pour back out. So we're going to go ahead and just get a little bit of oil from the old filter. Just going to moisten up the thing, and then we'll just go ahead and reinstall the filter. There we go. You don't want to just kind of have it kind of snug, but not too tight. After this, we can go ahead and lower the vehicle down to the ground and fill it with oil. All right. Now, we haven't lowered the car, but, you know, it's all, the oil filter is installed, the oil plug is installed, and the oil is empty. So we're going to go ahead and fill it with 5 quarts exactly of Mobil 1 high mileage 530 full synthetic. This has 225,000 miles-ish on it, so that's where we're using the high mileage. And the full synthetic is nicer, and the Toyota oil at the dealership is Mobil 1. So if you get a, you know, an oil change done at a Toyota dealer, it's Mobil 1. So we're gonna go ahead and crack this open. Oh, it's got tinfoil on it. And because it's a 5 quart tank, or 5 quart box, right? Yeah, 5 quarts, we can just pour the whole thing. We don't have to, like, really watch it, which is nice. And we'll come back when the oil is full. All right, so now we have the vehicle filled with oil, new oil filter, and the oil plug reinstalled. We have it back down on the ground. So we went ahead and started up, circulate the oil, everything, make sure there's oil pressure and everything. And now we're gonna check the oil. So go ahead and just wipe off the first time. Back in, pull back out. As you can see, the oil is perfect, right near the top dot, but not over. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. We have a bunch of other videos in this car and a bunch of other cars. And we'll see you in the next one.